1. Develop core content for yourself and your business. Core content is whatever you cannot live without. If there's something that you are interested in, a passion that you never tire of, no matter how much time you spend on it, that something is very likely to be your core content. You might be good at dancing or cooking, or you might find math a fun subject. You might have marketing ideas popping up in your head daily, or maybe you can ride a bike better than most others. Or you might draw cartoons well, play games well, or organize well. You might be good at one thing or multiple things. Use them all to your advantage. The core content that you identify is what you will work to master, the skill that you will use to become an independent worker. You must believe that you can do it differently than others who have come before you. Once you feel confident about your competency at your core content skill, you can begin to do your own marketing in order to make yourself known in the industry of your choice. You can make a living on your own once your core content begins to attract attention. If you can gradually add social influence to it, you can even help others, and thanks to it, you can live a life filled with self-esteem. What's important is concentrating on what you do with joy or passion for a long time before you become a competent, independent worker. Work and life must become one in order for you to have higher efficiency during this time of concentration. You have a better chance of succeeding as an independent worker only when how you want to live is in line with what you want to do. You can't grow independently if you are unwilling to invest your time in what you do and are tempted to quit because the work bores you. 2. Digital technology is the foundation. Independent workers usually start out alone. Not only do they have to be masters of their work, but they also have to promote themselves, manage their customers, and develop their careers, all by themselves. Everything from social media marketing to specific promotions is handled independently. Since I started working professionally, I have learned a variety of digital work skills. Word processing, PowerPoint, video production, blogging, online communities, forums, YouTube, Instagram marketing, Facebook ad management, website building, and app development. Each time a new platform was launched, I immediately learned how to use it, and now I can identify the connection and timelines of all these platforms and immediately apply what I find to what I do. When you are an independent worker, it is a basic requirement that you build a system that allows you to work regardless of where you are located. Create a platform where you can promote yourself anywhere in the world and do all necessary work with competency. 3. Create a self-upgrade system. I study constantly. Having core content in your field means that you must reorganize and upgrade it every day. You need to have at least 3 to 5 upgrade systems. You can maintain the core content and even make it more competitive only when you study all other areas relevant to that core content. Only then can you come up with creative ideas. Especially in this fast-paced time, you can quickly fall behind others in just 6 months if you stay unfocused and get sidetracked. Being an independent worker may sound cool, but the truth is that it is more labor-intensive than you think. The pain from that labor doesn't bother you much because you are doing what you like to do. As an independent worker, you can achieve self-growth only when you invest in what you do. You must invest in yourself or your future work by managing your money well, even if it's just a small amount. An independent worker is a small company in itself, and there is no future for a company that doesn't invest. You must use about 30% of the money you make to study for the future. In my case, I continually study English, digital technology, read books, study science, and engage in my hobbies every day. Others ask me if it doesn't tire me out, but I'm fine with it. You must be able to tell what tires you and what keeps you busy. Keeping yourself busy is better than having too much spare time, and having a lot of work is better than being sad because you have none. That's what I've personally experienced during my many years of being an independent worker. When the tiring times of hard work pass, my career and I are better for them. How great it is because when I share with others the results of my efforts, I make money, and I also build my career. 4. Build and maintain your network. When working independently, there often comes a time when you have no work. You get flustered when you have no idea why you stopped getting job orders. This is the hardest moment for independent workers. When it happens, you should not keep asking yourself why. If you keep asking the question, you start blaming and reproaching yourself. And before you know it, you develop depression. In the worst-case scenario, you feel so isolated and defeated that it can bring you down completely. My son, who is studying music, explained it so clearly to me recently. He said, "Mom, do you know what musicians need to be most mindful of? Getting along with older musicians. Freelancers might look like they work on their own, but it is rare for them to make it that way because they all need to be introduced to others and recommend one another. You need to be introduced in the industry before you can take your first step. So these days I've been going out with older musicians to eat, drink, and talk with them.